Hello, welcome once again to the Sell Your Knowledge Masterclass. So, this is Module 3 actually, and in this Module 3, we are going to be going deeper actually. But again, the goal for this course, and of course, still this module, is to help you stop dreaming and start doing. And of course, to help you convert your knowledge into consistent cash flow on demand. Yes, I know that we dealt with a couple of things in Module 2, but I listed out a couple of ideas actually that you can convert into a knowledge product to sell, and some of them I talked about general businesses that you can do, that people can do all over. All right, but I think I need to do justice. Let me quickly talk about a few because there is a list of ideas of knowledge business, knowledge products that you can come up with and sell. Okay, I've also attached it in the bonus section. Okay, like I promised, it's in the bonus section. But then, besides just highlighting them, I just want to talk about a few. Actually, let me talk about a few. For instance, people are getting married and people will continue to get married. People are giving birth to children and they will continue to give birth to children. If you are an elderly person, maybe a male or a female, but this is particularly to the female gender actually, and you have been able to raise your children from childhood and like they are doing well, do you know you can come up with a course on how to raise children? You can come up with a course on how to raise children, because especially in Africa, the only way we know to raise children is to pick that big rod. When you beat the living daylight out of the child, he will behave himself. But how many children have been beaten day and night from 1 month to another, from 1 year to another, until they grew up only to become armed robbers? It simply means that yes, discipline works, but do you know that sometimes discipline can tip the child into a wrong lane? There are children who they absconded from home because of harsh discipline. Well, that's not my assignment actually, to teach people proper parenting. But I'm only saying that if you know how to raise children, it is a course. You can come up with that course. If you know how to raise children, you can come up with that course. Okay, then let's talk about something else now. Let's assume you are a banker, okay? And I know that these days, to get certain kind of jobs, most people go through all manner of, backdoor system and all of that. But please just follow me under an ID, circumstance, okay? I don't know why I'm smiling, but just follow me under because see, sometimes when you come up with ideas like this, it doesn't make sense in Africa. It doesn't make sense because there are always shortcuts and all of that. But you understand what I'm saying the moment I finish this. Now, let's assume that you're a bank manager. There are many people who want to get jobs in the bank. Do you know you can come up with a course titled How to Get a Job in the Bank, or how to get a job in the bank of your choice? You can title it anyhow, but the idea is how to get a job in the bank. Do you think they will buy it? Absolutely. Absolutely. People who study banking and finance, accounting, business administration, and all of those courses associated with your field, they will buy it. They will buy it because you will be speaking from experience. So when you graduated, this was what you did. This was what you did. That's why I said in an ideal circumstance. Because of course, people who go through the back door, how do you now, except you want to expose yourself that you went through the back door. But I mean, ideally speaking, there are people who want to grow in the corporate ladder. You can create a course on how to grow in the corporate ladder. Maybe because today you are now a director in a company and you want to show to the younger generation how you moved from the bottom of the ladder to the top, and now you are a director. They will buy the course. Truth be told, I quote Dr. Sam Adeyemi once and again. we have been reading too many books that are based on principles, but we are yet to read the stories of great men. It is true. Of course, I just have to paraphrase that. We need to read your story. How did you get the result that you have right now? And of course, it is only people who actually got their result legitimately that can come out publicly to share things like this. Okay? So, you can put a course together on how to, move through the corporate ladder. Okay? Like that. You can create a course on how to start a barbing salon. How to start a barbing salon. Maybe you are a successful barber. How did you start your barbing salon? This is not just go and learn how to barb. No, that's not the point. How to start a barbing salon. Do you know that somebody can buy that course? Somebody who is even an apprentice already. And the place where he is learning, he does not want to be like his oga. How to start a thriving barbing salon. You can start a course like that. How to start, cloth selling business. A couple of months back, my wife began to sell this thrift clothes, and initially I was overlooking the thing. You want to go and sell clothes like it's not even new clothes, like these thrift clothes that they import from abroad, and I was looking down on the thing. But when my wife told me how much, at this time now she already started the business, but when she told me how much she was making per cloth, she was making a profit of sometimes 100%. 100% profit on one cloth. And I was like, wow, really? In fact, I was contemplating whether me too I will even go into the business. What am I trying to say? There is nothing insignificant. There is nothing insignificant. Okay? So you can come up with courses like that. How to start a cloth or thrift selling business. It can be a course, very small course. You can sell it for 1,000. I'll talk about, costing your course later on. Okay? But you can sell it for as low as 1,000 naira. If 10 people buy it, that's 10,000 naira. If 20 people buy it, that's 20,000 naira already. But what I'm driving at is, what can you do right now? Think. That was the focus of the last. I'm trying to re-echo it again because, truth be told, that is the bedrock of this course. If you cannot identify what you can do, because the title of this course is Sell Your Knowledge. So what is that knowledge? And I've said that it is not every knowledge you can sell, but there are some that you can actually sell. Okay? And most of the courses you will sell and make money is how to. You have a successful school. Create a course, how to start a school and get maybe 100 students in your first year. Or how to start a school and make $1 million every year. People will buy it. People that want to start schools. How to start a restaurant. These are courses that you can come up with. Record your video like this. Of course, I'm going to be showing you how to record your course and everything subsequently in the other modules. Okay? But I'm just showing you that these are things that you can come up with. These are nice things. Okay, are you a musician? How to start a music career? Are you a producer? You can create a course on how to produce. It's not just people coming to your studio too. You can create a course on how to produce songs. I used to create this soundtrack when we were dancing using FL Studio, and there was another one again, but majorly FL Studio. I used FL Studio 9. You can teach people how to use that. That software is very complicated. You know that if you begin to break it down, people want to start production. And the truth is that you must not take them to the expert level. Let them at least start with your course. By the time they want expert level, they can then enroll to maybe some music label and all of that. I just needed to say this because I want to make sure that you have something. Of course, in our mentorship group, you bring your ideas, okay? We'll look at it together. You may not post it in the group, but maybe when we begin to, interact one-on-one, we'll look at some of your ideas together. Let me see how I can help you brush them up. But this course definitely will show you a roadmap. All right? So there are some points you may not necessarily have to disturb me, okay? But if there's a need for you to, discuss with me so that we can brush up that idea very well and then work on it then, I'm open. All right. So this is module 3, and the focus of this module 3 is how to convert your knowledge into a product. How to convert your knowledge into a product, which is what? A course. Now you already have the knowledge. Okay. For instance, like I noticed that, I could start teaching people how to invest in the Nigerian stock exchange market and then sell it as a course. And of course, how to also invest in the U.S. stock market, sell it as a course. This was exactly what I did to actually convert that knowledge into a product. The moment I agreed in my spirit that yes, this is going to be a viable product, people will buy it. That's another thing. Like I said, you must take note that it is something that people are willing to pay for. It is something that people are willing to pay for because it is a problem that they are going through. It is a problem that they are going through. Like some of those business, these ideas I highlighted just now, very viable. They will buy it. How to start a restaurant. Don't do a course that you don't know anything about. Please. That's why people will trust you when you are speaking from experience if you have been there. That's why I say sell your knowledge. Otherwise, go and learn the skill. When you learn it, then you cannot sell it to them. Okay, you can teach people how to do graphics design. It's just that industry is already saturated. Except you are a very powerful graphics designer and you know how to break into the market and you get your own share of it massively. That's how you can actually make money. Okay, that is the point. So, module 3, how to convert your knowledge into a product, which is what? An online course. So now that you have been able to identify one problem, which is the need of the people around you, and you have also identified one solution that you can offer to solve that problem, the next thing is to convert that solution, which is your knowledge, into a product or service, a course. Okay? Once you're able to do that, then you are ready, to start making money. So in the next couple of slides, we are going to look through a practical step-by-step guide on how to convert your knowledge into a product. So number 1, engage in a very deep research on how to use that thing you have, the knowledge. Engage in a deep research on how to use your knowledge to solve the problem. Now, once you begin to engage in this research, you need to document your findings on paper or your phone or computer. All right. So this was what I did, and that was the example. That's the example I actually displayed here. How to start your stocks and shares investment journey. Enter Google search. So Google began to reveal. See, I was already investing, so I already had an idea, but I needed to get information enough in a way that when I present it, it will be very straightforward that people can easily relate with. Right? Or maybe you are one of those who bought my course. You can attest to the fact that the course was properly aligned. That's one thing you need to do. So you begin to make research. For instance, I know you have a restaurant or you have a barbing salon, and now you want to create a course on how to start a barbing salon business. Okay, what's the first thing to do? You begin to make research. Some of the first things you did, yes, they are also part of it, but you need to brush it up with the information that you can find online. Okay, it will help to actually make it come out excellently. So, point number 2, create a PowerPoint presentation with the information you have written down on paper or your computer or your phone. Create a PowerPoint. You see, this my screen that you are viewing right now is a PowerPoint slide. Okay, it's a PowerPoint presentation. So the next thing you need to do is, once you have gathered those information, now create a PowerPoint. You begin to write it the way I did this. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that, especially if you are not used to PowerPoint presentations like this. I'm going to show you how to use your phone and then how to use your laptop to do it. Okay, if you have a laptop, better, because it makes it easier for you, because the laptop has a separate keyboard from the screen. But of course, if it's just your phone you have, remember, you have to start with what you have where you are. So create a PowerPoint presentation with the information. And then number 3, record your PowerPoint presentation into a video course with multiple modules from introduction to conclusion. These are exactly the things that I did, even for this same course. Okay, brought all the information together. Of course, I didn't need to make research because I already had everything. I was already making money selling courses and all of that. Okay, so what I just needed to do is create a PowerPoint slide, which is number 2. Number 3, record your PowerPoint presentation into a video course with multiple modules from introduction to conclusion. Okay, and to do that, there are softwares you can actually use. All right, and we are also going to be dealing with that in the practical section. After now, I'll be showing you 2 softwares. Okay, one software for those who will be using a laptop. Multiple softwares, actually. I'll show you multiple, but I'm going to be using only one software. I'll be using one. The one that I use, I'm going to be using it. Okay, so that you can download it too. It's free. All right, you don't have to pay for the software. Okay, and then I'm also going to be showing you an application you can also use on your phone to record your video. So whether you're using your phone to create your course, there's no problem with that. Whether it's a laptop, there's no problem with that. Every one of them can work. So number 4, edit your recorded video to cut out unnecessary areas in order to have a final output that can be appealing to your students, mentees, clients, or customers, whichever name you want to call them. Okay, you don't just record your video and put it out there. You need to edit it. And video editing, you are not doing complex video editing. It's just cut. That's all. You are not doing effect. So it's not like you need to buy a video editing course. And I'm also going to be showing you how I edit my courses, okay, in the subsequent videos after now. So that's all you need to do. Okay, now let's get to the practicals.